Hello everyone, welcome to Quantsapp. Myself Vignesh. Thanks yet again for joining me on this video, and you might have definitely seen in the thumbnail that today we will be discussing about one of the most widely used thing, I would say, intraday options buying. Like each and every retailer is very keen to do intraday options buying, correct? So positional is also fine. Most of the people opt for positional, but intraday option trading is, I would say, most of them are interested in doing, correct? So today we will be discussing about it, and before starting today's topic, let me tell you, like, suppose you haven't installed Quantsapp application yet, so kindly install it. Okay, so the link for installing the application is given in the description. As soon as you install and as soon as you open the application, this is how the home page will look like. Okay, so the benefit for installing Quantsapp is, as soon as you install, you will be getting access to 25 free tools immediately. Okay, so you might be knowing that Quantsapp has approximately 70 to 80 tools, out of which 25 are free tools. So you will be getting access to those 25 free tools immediately, so you can explore them and you can take benefit of those free tools to improvise your trading. Okay, so apart from that, if you want to know more about the paid version, like how the paid tools can help you, how effective the paid tools are, apart from these free tools, what other stuff Quantsapp has to offer you, what you can do is, as soon as you log in, just click on this learn section, and under self learning, click on video library. Okay, now what is this video library? So as I told you, Quantsapp has approximately 70 to 80 tools. So you will be getting to see almost all the tools, like all the proprietary tools and everything you will be getting to see here. So video library is basically the banks of videos which we have covered in multiple languages. So see, click on language: English, Hindi, Marathi and Tamil. Okay, so these are the 4 languages that we have covered. So you can definitely go and choose the language as per your convenience, and you can explore these videos. Okay, so this will be very much useful to you. Okay, give me a second. So before proceeding, let me give you an overall idea about the home page. Okay, this is how the home page looks like. And if you see here, there are multiple tools, like see option synopsis. So here you can see which is the top gainer, which is the top loser, like based on price, based on OI, and then the intraday movers. This is a very interesting concept which you can see here, and see days high low, option chain. And if you see on the right hand side top corner, there is a major indices are being reflected over here. If you see Nifty, Fin Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay, let me mark it. Check this. See, Nifty, Fin Nifty, Bank Nifty. Okay, so the major indices, like you can see here, so this will give you an overall idea about the broader market, like what is the current built up of Nifty, what is the current built up of Fin Nifty, what is the current built up of Bank Nifty, and the price change and OI percentage, everything you can see in the home page itself. So based on this, you can get an overall bird's eye view, like exactly what is the current sentiment of the market and all. Okay. So let's get into today's topic first. Okay, so today's topic, as we discussed, as I told you, this is about intraday options buying. So let us check intraday options buying using 2 different tools. Okay, and we'll check out on the stocks as well as on the index. Okay, so first let us talk about the intraday options buying in stocks. Okay, so most of the people who are viewing our videos, you might be definitely knowing which tool I am going to talk about. But for those people who are new, this will be something very much interesting for you. Okay, so give me a second. Let me use the blackboard. Okay, so see, being an option buyer, okay, being an option buyer, what a retailer usually looks for. Okay, say for example, this is the resistance and this is the support level. Okay, so usually what happens, the price oscillates between this support and resistance level, correct? These support and resistance are marked either based on technical charts or mostly based on, we can say, OI, correct? So this is how the technical chart is marked, like a support and a resistance, and the price keeps on oscillating between these levels. Now tell me, say for example a price is approaching its resistance level. Okay, now there are two possibilities, correct? What can happen? Either the price can move upward by breaking this resistance, it can give a decent breakout, or else what can happen is price can retrace from that level, correct? So there are two possibilities. When a price approaches a resistance, there are two probabilities: either the price might break out or the price might retrace from that level, correct? Same case, say for example a price is approaching its support level, there are again two possibilities, correct? The price might either reverse or the price might either break the support, correct? So this is one part, one aspect of technicals I would say. But tell me one thing, there are approximately 187 FNO scripts. So is it manually possible for you to go and check out which stock is trading near its highest call writers or highest put writers, or which stock is trading near the resistance or which stock is trading near the support? So I think it is impossible. Okay, I won't say impossible, but still it will consume a lot of time to go and check one by one stock. There are approximately 187 FNO scripts. So even if you want to track 100 scripts, it is very time consuming and very difficult, correct? So what if I tell you Quantsapp has a tool which gives you an automatic support and resistance level, and it also tells you which stocks are trading close to its resistance and which stocks are trading close to its support. Apart from that, you can also conclude whether the stock is going to break out or not based on unwinding. So everything you will be getting at just one click. Okay, so what is that tool? Let us go and check out that tool now. Okay, so this is the home page. As soon as you log in, what you are supposed to do is go to track. Under options OI, the second option is triggers. So just click on triggers. So what is this triggers? Let me explain you the interface first and then we'll go and check out the setup. Okay, so just check this. The future price. Can you see the middle column? The future price. Okay, and symbol price. So see, Aarti Industries, About ABB, About India, AB Capital. So these are the list of FNO scripts. I would say the list of FNO scripts, you will be getting almost everything, like 187 FNO scripts are there. So you can see all the 187 FNO scripts over here. So these are the scripts and their prices, like Aarti Industries trading at 753, ABB at 7,962, say AB Capital at 228, AB FRL at 345. So basically the list of stocks and their current prices. Okay. Now if you see on the left hand side, there is highest calls, and on the right hand side you can say there is highest puts. Now on the left hand side top corner, search symbol option is there and also expiry date option is there. Okay, so what is search symbol? Like if you want to check the resistance and support, whether the resistance is going to break or whether the support is going to break on XYZ script. Say for example, you want to check it on Reliance. So you can simply go there and you can type Reliance. You will get the details of Reliance and the expiry as well, like which expiry you are willing to trade. Okay, say if you are trading in index, you can choose the expiry accordingly. If you are stock specific trader, you can go and check the monthly expiry over there. Okay, so now let us come to the data. So on the left hand side, if you see, there is a strike option, correct? So what is this strike? Okay, now what does this say? So this strike on the left hand side, that is on the highest call side, if you see a strike option, that is basically indicating a resistance level, I would say, or at this level call writers are active, you can say. So for Aarti Industries, I can say that 750 level is a strong resistance, or you can say that at 750 the call writers are heavily active. And for About India, you can see 30,000. For AB Capital, you can see 230, AB FRL, you can see 340. So the automatic resistance level are given on the left hand side. Okay, now comes call difference. So what is call difference? Call difference is basically the difference between this strike and future price. Okay, see, Aarti Industries current price is 753 and the resistance is 750. So how far the stock is from its resistance level, that is what it is indicating. Now, if you see, the resistance is 750 and currently Aarti Industries is trading at 753. That is why if you see, this is in negative, minus 0.48%. That means the support has already broken. Whenever you see a negative figure, that means that particular resistance has already broken. Now if you see about India, okay, see about India 28,635 is the current price, 30,000 is the resistance. So if you see 4.76%. So in percentage terms, it is saying how far the stock is from its resistance level. Okay, same for AB Capital. If you see 228 is the current price, 230 is the resistance. The call difference is 0.7%. Okay, let's go to OI now. What is OI? OI is self-explanatory, correct? Like for Aarti Industries at 750 strike, how many contracts are opened? That is 13,24,000 contracts are currently open now for Aarti Industries at 750 level. So OI is nothing, that is self-explanatory. Okay, now let us get into the right hand side. If you see highest put side, okay. So here again there is a option called strike. Okay, so this is again self-explanatory. I would say you can pause the video and you can guess it on your own what this might be indicating. Correct. So as we saw here on the left hand side, strike was indicating a resistance level. So this would indicate a support level. So for Aarti Industries as of now, based on OI, I could conclude that 700 is a strong support. Okay. For ABB 7,500, for About India 27,000, AB Capital 200, ABFRL 320. So automatically for each and every stock you can see the resistance and as well as you can see the support. Now again put difference. So what is this put difference? So again in percentage terms it is giving you the difference between these two. That is how far the stock is from its support levels. That is for Aarti Industries, if you see 750 is the current price, 753 and 700 is the support. So you can conclude that 7.11% away from its support. As of now, Aarti Industries is approximately 7% away from its support levels. OI is self-explanatory, correct? Now let us go and check the how to plan a trade. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so now how you can plan a trade over here. So as soon as you open triggers, what you are supposed to do is just click on this call difference. Okay, just click on this call difference and keep on scrolling. Okay, and you are supposed to find out those stocks where call difference is between 0 to 1%. Okay, now what does that mean? If the call difference is between 0 to 1%, what does that mean? The stock is very much close to its resistance level. Now if you see Pidilite, Bosch, Atul, ICICI Pru, Oro Pharma, Escorts, all these are fulfilling my conditions because the call difference is 0.03, 0.08, 0.05. So all these things are between 0 to 1%. Correct. So it is fulfilling my criteria. Correct. So the first condition is whenever you open triggers, just click on the arrow and find out those stocks where the call difference is between 0 to 1%. So that will automatically give you the stocks which are trading close to its resistance level. Now what can happen? Either the stock can retrace from the resistance level or the stock might break the resistance and it can go on the upside. Now how would I know whether the resistance is getting weaker or whether the resistance is getting stronger? Whether the stock is going to break down or whether the stock is going to break out, how would I know? Correct. Now the game changer here is change in OI. Okay, so what does this change in OI indicates? Okay, if the change in OI is negative, okay, if the change in OI is negative, that means we can conclude that the resistance is getting weaker because call writers have started unwinding their positions. Okay, now see for Oro Pharma, Escorts, now here if you see Indigo, can you see Indigo? At 14492 is the current price, 4500 is the resistance, and if you see change in OI is negative 4.76%. Check. Also if you see Bharti Airtel. Okay, so Bharti Airtel is currently trading at 1495. The resistance is 1500. the call difference is falling in my criteria. My rule was 0 to 1%. So it is 0.27%. Along with that, you are supposed to go and check out whether the change in OI is negative or not. The more the negative figure, the better the trade, the better there is a possibility that the stock might break out. Okay, so here I can see 12% unwinding in Bharti Airtel at 1500 strike. So 1500 strike, which is considered as a resistance as of now for August expiry, that particular resistance is getting weaker because the call writers are believing that 1500 is no more safe. There is possibility that the stock might break out on the upside and it can give a decent momentum. That is why if you see 12% contracts have been unwinded. So unwinding has started. So how you can trade this? Now the question arises, this is basically an intraday option buying tool. Okay, so suppose if this Bharti Airtel crosses 1500. Okay, now the current price is 1495. If it crosses 1500 and say it sustains above 1500 for say next 5 to 10 minutes, then what you can do is you can go and take a bullish trade over there. You can go and buy an ATM option. So I hope this might be clear. Like when you are supposed to take a trade is very important. As soon as the stock sustains above this resistance level, you are supposed to go and take a trade and not before that. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to go and find the stocks for intraday, and also you can carry the position for say max to max 1 to 2 days, but not more than that. Sometimes what happens is this scenario might be reflecting in the screen. The stock might break out and it might stay sideways for 1 or 2 days and then it might move. Okay, so whenever you see any stock, just keep it on radar for the next 1 or 2 days, I would say. Okay, now say if you are interested in finding a bearish trade, then what you are supposed to do? Just click on put difference. Just click on put difference and find out those stocks where the put difference is between 0 to 1%. Okay, now see IGL. If you see the put difference is 0.41, Kotak Bank, see Apollo Tyre. So here you can see that these are the stocks which are fulfilling my condition. Again, my condition is same, put difference between 0 to 1%. Now IGL is trading at 552, the support is indicating 550. Okay, now put difference is between 0 to 1%, that is also fulfilling my condition. Now how would I know whether this is going to break or not, whether this 550 support is getting stronger or whether this 550 support is getting weaker? Again, the game changer is change in OI. Okay, now if you see for IGL 552, support 550, this is fulfilling my condition, this is not fulfilling my condition. Change in OI is not yet negative. That means put writers are confident that 550 is not going to break on the downside. That means IGL can trade above 550. Okay, so give me a second. Now if I see Dr. Reddy, check Dr. Reddy. 6811, support is 6800, put difference is 0.17%. Put difference is fulfilling my condition 0 to 1%, and also change in OI is fulfilling my condition. So Dr. Reddy is one such stock which I can keep on my radar. When you are supposed to plan a trade, suppose this stock sustains below this support level for 5 to 10 minutes, then and at that time you are supposed to go and check this change in OI as well. Say the stock has started sustaining below the support level, and at the same time if this unwinding increases, okay, say from 4% it has turned to 6, 8, 10, 15 and so on, that is a strong confirmation that this support is no longer going to protect. Okay, the stock might go further down. Okay, so I hope this might be clear. Now if you see, this is, as I told you, this is an intraday tool. So just click on this refresh button. Every minute the data will get refreshed. Now if you see, the 4.48% it was, now it changed to 4.46%, correct? So this will keep on changing every minute. So whenever your trade got triggered, just for checking the change in OI, keep on reloading. It will give you an updated data. According to that, you can decide whether to stay in the trade or whether to get out of the trade. Okay, so I hope this might be clear to everyone, like exactly how you are supposed to go and plan a trade for stocks. Okay, intraday. Now one more setup which I would like to combine with this, as we are talking about intraday options buying or say simply options buying. So one more setup which we have, which Quantsapp has, is one of our proprietary tool, I would say, which is order book data. You might be already knowing I have made a lot of videos on this order book data as well. So you can go and check out those videos, or else those who have joined new. So for them this would be, I would say, a must watch video. Okay. So what is order book data? Okay, say usually in the market what you see, like suppose you have opened a stock, okay, what usually you see whenever you see the market depth, the limit orders are placed, correct? The ask and bid price and ask price, if you see, usually the limit orders are placed, like at XYZ price, XYZ quantity is demanded, at XYZ price, XYZ quantity is placed for sale, correct? But usually what happens, people usually see the quantity below. Okay, total buyers are 42 lakhs, total sellers are 26 lakhs or something like that, and they usually conclude based on the market depth. Okay, but what is the drawback of the market depth is, suppose I am placing a huge order as of now, okay, and in the next minute immediately I am going and cancelling that order. Okay, so is that of any use? Is that relevant to you? The answer is definitely no. At least for me, the limit orders are not relevant, because right now I want to place, I can go and cancel it immediately in the next second or next minute before the order gets triggered. Correct? So what is the point in those orders which I can immediately cancel? Rather, what is more important for me is market orders, I would say. Say for example, at 12 PM immediately I punched say 10,000 quantities or 20,000 quantities, the stock will boom, correct? So the orders that are executed at market price is more important rather than the limit orders, I would say. Okay, so let's go and check out the order book data now. Click on analyze and click on chart, order and trade. Okay, give me a second. So this chart, order and trade, this order book data I have discussed n number of times in index. Today we'll discuss it in stocks. Okay, and if you want to check it out in index, you can definitely go and check it out in index as well. Okay, so first let me tell you how to plot this indicator. Go to indicator and search initiated. Okay, see initiated. So Q order book buyer initiated quantity and Q order book seller initiated quantity. Okay, so add both of these options, buyer initiated quantity and seller initiated quantity. Okay, now for my convenience I would change a little bit of settings over here. See, both are plotted differently. What I would do is first click on buyer initiated quantity, go to settings. Okay, so we'll denote buyer through green color, and I'll change my this histogram to line for my convenience and just click OK. Now seller initiated quantity. Okay, so we'll denote seller by red color. We'll change this histogram to line, click OK. Okay, now both are plotted. Now for my convenience, what I'll do is I'll just try to combine this two. Click on these three dots, move to existing pane above. Both of them will get merged. Okay, now if you see on the right hand side, check. Can you see? There are two scales. Both the scales have not merged. So we are supposed to merge these scales. Okay, so for that what I'll do is again click on these three dots. Okay, pin to scale, now B is given. Just click on this and do it A. So the scales will get merged. Now the setup is ready. Okay, now what is this setup? How we are supposed to take a trade based on this setup? Okay, let me explain you again. Give me a second. Okay, so say again a resistance and a support, and the stock is oscillating for say 30 minutes, 40 minutes or 45 minutes, the stock is sideways, and then say for example the stock has given a decent breakdown on the downside. Now the question arises whether this breakdown will sustain or not, because usually what happens is whenever we think that the breakdown has come and we take a short position, immediately the stock rises and it moves up and it hits our SL. Similarly, whenever a stock moves up and gives a breakout, we usually take a bullish trade, and what happens? Stock immediately comes downside and it hits our and it triggers our stop loss. So most of the retailers get trapped, correct? So this order book data will help you to gauge whether the breakout is real or whether the breakout is fake. Okay, so it will be an additional confirmation which will give you a conviction to decide whether to go with the trade or not. Okay, so simply what you are supposed to do as soon as you open any chart, okay, say you can take 1 minute chart, you can take 5 minutes chart. Okay, usually I would suggest you to go with a 1 minute chart. I have plotted a 5 minute chart over here, that is fine. You can go and use it in the 1 minute chart. Okay, so even that will be better. Now what you are supposed to do is you are simply supposed to find a consolidated range, okay, a consolidation area for say half an hour to 45 minutes. You can check out. The more the consolidation, the better the result will be. Okay, now let me plot it in this chart only, Asian Paints. Okay, so let us take one example. Now see, here I have marked these levels. Now see, the stock has tested these levels multiple times. So I would consider this as a resistance and say this as a strong support. Now what you are supposed to do is, after a sideways range, okay, we are supposed to wait for a range breakout or a range breakdown. Okay, now say this candle has given me a breakout. If you can see, can you see this green candle has given me a breakout? Let me zoom it. Check, this candle has given me a proper breakout. Now what I am supposed to do is just place your cursor on the candle which has given you the breakout. Okay, the candle which has given the breakout, you are supposed to place your cursor on that candle and check the quantities on the left hand side. Check the quantities. Q order book, buyer initiated quantity is 21,000, seller initiated quantity is 9,000. The condition, the book, the rule book, what the rule book says is, whenever you see a breakout, buyers should be at least double as compared to sellers. Whenever you see a breakdown, sellers should be at least double as compared to buyers. Here I can see a clear-cut breakout with order book supporting that this breakout is real because the buyers are double as compared to sellers. So I can go and initiate a trade over here. Okay, so if I would have initiated a trade, check how much points I could have scalped over here. Check. At the close of the candle, say I took a trade and see, I could have captured approximately 71 points I could have captured, I would say. Give me a second. Okay, approximately 80 points. 80 no, that is 70. 70 points I could have easily captured over here. Okay, but it is not practically possible to capture the whole move. So what you are supposed to do? Okay, whenever you take a trade, okay, whenever you take a trade, say your trade got triggered at this level, correct? Because this candle is the breakout candle, so your trade got triggered over here. The immediate swing low, that is this one, this level should be your stop loss, correct? The immediate swing low on whichever time frame you are trading, say 1 minute, 5 minutes, the immediate swing low is very powerful. So immediate swing low will be your stop loss if you are an intraday option buyer. And what you can do, say for example this move came, okay, and then what you can do, see, the immediate swing low, you can go and shift it, like say you can go and shift the swing low to here, like after a 2 to 3 candle move, you can go and shift it to your cost, and then see, after this move it retraced and it moved again on the upside. So this will be your immediate swing low. So your trade might have got cut somewhere at this level, I would say. So still you would have ended up making decent money. I could say 40-45 points on the upside, and if you could have traded in the ATM options, it would have been somewhere around 20 to 25 points. So based on the lot size, it would have been a decent money, I would say, correct? So this is how you can use it in the stocks as well. And for stocks, the another setup which we discussed was triggers, and this is one more setup which you can use it on stocks. Now the problem arises is liquidity issues, correct? So what I would suggest you is, say you are not supposed to take trade, this setup you are not supposed to randomly use on any stock. So what you are supposed to do is click on search button and type liquidity finder. Okay, so this will help you to shortlist the stocks wherein you can use this order book data concept. Okay, So see here, any stock which you want to trade, you can go and search there, or else filter by minimum stars option is here. Click on this 5 stars, 4 stars, as far as possible try to go with 5 stars. Click on 5 stars, symbol, just go with call and put. Okay, so if you see, these are the stocks wherein you won't face any sort of liquidity issues. So you can go and use the same setups on these 20 to 25 stocks, like see Adani Enterprise, Adani Ports, Asian Paint, Axis Bank, Bajaj Finance, Bank of Baroda, ITC, IOC. So these are few 20 to 25 stocks, I would say, wherein you can definitely go and use this setup. I hope you might have enjoyed this video. So like the video, share, subscribe and comment. We'll see you soon in the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you everyone. Thanks for your valuable time.